Welcome everyone to the week 5 challenge of the whole 12-week challenge that Rob and I are setting you for the series 5 of the Shifting Realities podcast. So, for week 5, the challenge is to allow you to understand how to create a new reality for yourself. So, in other words, how we want to describe it is how to set yourself a new version of yourself. And this is just the way our guides have shown us and shown us how to share it with you. So we know now that it's us that create our reality. We know that it's not this 3D world that you're seeing only, where you're experiencing things that you think are happening to you. We know more than that now. We know that this is something the soul just wants us to experience. And the only reason soul wants us to experience that which we might find that we don't want is to help us to learn the lessons, such as not holding the energy of that which we don't want, so not focus on the version of ourselves or the thing outside of ourselves that we don't want. So, how is it we can hold the energy of a new up-leveled version of ourselves? Well, first of all, in this task, what I want you to do is set yourself a goal. We'll just work with one goal for this task, and that goal can be big or small. So, that goal could be a new job, it could be creating a new business. It could be something as simple as having a new project in your business or just wanting to be more successful in your business. It could be a money orientated goal. What I want to say there is this is not just about saying I want a version of myself with more money. I'm sure we all know that by now. So this is also about what we want to have that money for. The money is only a reflection of ourselves. So what is it, if I had more money, what is it I want to do with that money? So have a think about that. So when you're creating your goal and you're creating this in a sense of you will be another version of yourselves in self in that goal. You'll have another timeline in that goal. Same thing in a way at this level of what we want to understand. So what I just want you to do now is work into going into heart space. So we've been doing that as a meditation, but as we get quicker and quicker at that, we almost don't need to go into meditation anymore. We can just literally drop our focus, drop our awareness, drop our consciousness into heart space. And this then allows us to just skip by the ego and the mind because a lot of us can either set our goal with all this kind of masculine, I'm just going to take action and not do any of the energy work. Or we do a lot of meditation and really aren't quite sure where we're going with the goal and never take any action. So let's start off by doing the energy work first, just allowing ourselves to just let go of that ego and the frontal monkey mind for a moment. Drop your energy, drop your focus into your heart space and think about what your heart truly desires. What is it you truly desire? And knowing that when your heart desires this, that this is something that's starting to be in alignment with who you truly are, starting to be alignment with your purpose and your mission. Even something like going on holiday can be a great experience for you to activate you in some way or can allow you to just rest and recuperate in order to come back with a beautiful vengeance and work out how to help others and help yourself in the meantime, because it's all about helping ourselves first. Because when we can shine our light, that's how it goes to others. But in the meantime, we can use this to manifest whatever we want because we are abundant souls. Okay. So, have you put your order to the universe? What is it your heart desires? And at this point, you can write it down because it makes it more real if you write it down. You can also use this to go away and tell a friend, tell a trusted friend that you're going to want to do something, that you're going to want this girl. What I want you to come into now is the energy of commanding it to manifest and actually understanding how to create that all knowing that comes from within. So that creation of all knowing is already there. It comes from within. And now, with this command, what I want you to do next is close your eyes and really feel in to that version of you that has that goal. So, as an example, I had once set a goal to I was thinking of getting a job. One, because I needed the money, but number two, because I was a little bit fed up of just being working at home and wanted to go to a workplace and be able to see clients in the flesh, if you like, in person. But what I started to do, I did manage to get that job, I'm self-employed and I managed to get that beautiful workspace that I have. But there was at one point in time when I didn't have many clients right at the beginning. I didn't have many clients. And what I thought I needed to do at the time was to say, right, I need 5 clients in a day that would allow me the money I needed, would split the day up in this specific time, and then I'd be able to have my lunch, and then I'd be able to go home and sort something out. And I was doing it more of a kind of masculine, it needs to be this and it needs to be in this time. And I was trying to fit everything in a time slot and fit everybody into a time slot in my head. These were still the pretend clients at the time in my head. But then, and it was very frustrating. I would get days where I would get very busy, but I'd get days when I'd only have 1 or 2 clients. So it's getting very frustrating. I'm sure you've all been there before when you're trying to manifest something or create this new version of yourself as we would see it. And it gets so worn out, weary with trying to manifest it. But what I've found that works more effortlessly instead is if you want more clients or if you want that house or if you want the holiday, is really feel in to how that version of you will be, will seem, will feel, will what they will say. So here's an example. Instead of me just trying to say, I want so many clients in a day, what I'm doing is absolutely feeling into that version of myself. It might be that you can see that version of yourself in the ether as you close your eyes. You can almost reach that version of yourself and command that you are that version of yourself and allow that version of yourself to overlay your current body, your current frequency. So this is a new frequency overlaying your current frequency. And with that new frequency, if I'm at work, what is it I'm doing? And I'm really feeling into just having, I've just seen the most wonderful client, one of my ideal clients, and it was a magical session. And this client was saying to me how much they appreciated it and how much they'd loved the time of having their massage and that they feel so much better. And now I'm thinking about my next client, and it's a wonderful regular client that I know already and know how to deal with things, how to deal with their issues to help them heal in their way. And then I'm thinking about, oh, can I manage to get lunch in, but in a good way? What will I be doing with the next client after that? What will I be doing? How will I be feeling? And also feel into, how are you even dressed? What's that version of me being dressed? What's that version of me eating? Am I eating the nourishing food? How am I feeling? What's my energy levels here? What am I thinking? Who am I with? So I said, I'm with my wonderful clients, all my ideal soul clients with me right now. How does that really feeling? So make that new version of yourself a full embodiment of you just in this meditation state that you're in. And in this meditation state, it might even be better for you, even with closing your eyes, to have that movement through, have a sway and movement, and just keep breathing nice and slowly inward and outward. And just really thinking to what it is you want to manifest, but more than that, who you will be, who you are in that moment that you've manifested that in order to bring that new version of you right here and right now in the ether, in your mind, in your imagination. Your imagination can run as wild as you like. Lovely, lovely. Now, as you're thinking into how you're being, how you're feeling, what you're thinking, is there anything that you're aware of that doesn't feel that you can make it? Can you can actually manifest that version of yourself in reality, in the 3D? Is there something that you're aware of that you feel is resisting? Is there something like a gut feeling that's saying, oh, it would be lovely to do this, but I can't do this, but. So just be well aware of this, well aware of anything that's blocking you from the current version that you are now to being the version of you that you would love to be. And now with eyes closed, let's eliminate and remove that block from you, or those blocks if you've identified more than one. And command right now that your higher self allow you to release that block. Get your higher self to work with you to release that block. Command now that we go to the root cause of that block. Don't need to see it, don't need to know what it is, but that root cause. I want to now go right to the root cause and heal that root cause. Remove what it stands for, remove the triggers, remove the cords, remove the contracts. Right now, we delete all contracts across all of time, space, dimensions, and realities, everywhere and anywhere that have made it affect my soul and each reality that my soul is in right now. I choose to delete whatever is blocking right from the root cause. All time, all dimensions, all space, all realities, everywhere. And you may want to sit in the silence and be patient and see if anything is coming up for you as this is released. Sometimes it comes to the surface just for you to be aware of it so you don't repeat the patterning. This may be a time when, if you're not getting anything, you may want to walk away later and find that you have suddenly a light bulb moment of what it is that's blocking you. But for now, just know that this has been cleared in the ether, this has been cleared in your imagination, and so that we can enable it to unfold into 3D. And be very, very patient with the unfolding into 3D. Lovely. What we want to be able to get at with creating new versions of us all the time. We can do this all the time. We can up level and up level, and it's wonderful. But it's so that you'll start to feel lighter and ultimately feel very liberated. And ultimately, after that, you'll feel more your sovereign self. This is what we're getting to become our sovereign selves, that we're doing, that we're going to be having versions of ourselves that is doing exactly what we love to do, whilst serving humanity, whilst we're helping others. We are helping ourselves by doing everything that we want to do as the abundance divine beings that we are, the multidimensional beings, all divine, all sovereign, from source, having an experience on earth as a human being right now in the consciousness. And you may want to do this meditation, if you like, if you want to call it. I call it a meditation with a mission, but it may want to just do this task over again, over and over again. Remember going into heart space because we're showing you to do that first, whatever it is you may want to do when you're working in energy. And then going into what's the next thing you want to create, or do you want to continue to create the dream job, the same thing that you have right now, but just checking why it's not happened. Just keep going back on this meditation with a mission, over and over again for as many times as you like. And then what we're going to do for next week is explain to you a little bit about how we may sabotage ourselves on the way. And so we're going to talk about the next stage after really setting in the frequency, understanding that frequency of the new version of yourself. So we're going to work into creating that reality more and more for next week and the next few weeks to come. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I hope this has helped you. And just keep holding that frequency of the new version of yourself and allowing it to emanate and ripple out for all of humanity to help everyone else. Thank you so much for listening and watching.